How's it going, cyber friends? Today we're going to be doing the channel's biggest unboxing ever. Let's do it.
Pulling out of that KOA.
Alright, we're going to start with this little box. This little box is from Karls Bait and Tackle Shop. Alright, so we got this big old box from Karls Bait and Tackle Shop. Before we get to the box, let's open this real quick. This is Veritas Abu Garcia. This is, I believe it's a 7.73 fast action, medium heavy power. As you can tell, it's pretty thick. I have another medium heavies, but this one's probably like one of the thicker ones. Veritas has come up in a lot of searches that I have done as far as like, hey, what's the best budget rod, best rods under $150, and Veritas is always in there. It's always in there. Abu Garcia, definitely good products, good fishing products. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, most of this stuff was bought during Black Friday. So I got a lot of stuff already, and this is like the second shipment of the big order from Black Friday. But I'm super excited. Let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna put it down here just so we can see so we can work in this area. The first box, it's a skirt bundle from Karls Bait and Tackle Shop. Skirted bundle. Let's see what's in it. Sound effects. Box opening sound effects. Let's open this, man. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Like I said, I ordered probably like $400 worth of fishing gear, and I got about 200 already, and then this is the second shipment. So this is a skirted combo, right? Or a skirted kit. So this is the Seaman, just a regular spinner bait. I did not pick individually the stuff in here. It was just a bundle. I don't know what's in it. So that's pretty exciting. Here's a jig. I love jigs. That's why I went with this skirted combo. Anything that has a jig or skirted things in it, I like throwing them. Spinner baits. This is probably like out of all the skirted lures out there, spinner baits is the one I use the least. But jigs, chatterbaits is probably my favorite bait, and then jigs too. Like I really like jigs, so jigs, pretty good. The Seaman, I never seen this one before. I have a bunch of these ones because they're usually like $2 at Karls, or sometimes they have them for sale. I never use this specific brand. I never use this specific brand, but this one is a football jig, and it has a tungsten jig head. So we'll see. We'll give it a try. And this rattles. The rattling AT jig. I never used it. If you guys have used it, let me know in the comments if it's good or no good. If it's good or no good. Trash, right? We'll see. All right, the second big box we got is the Mondo Kit, Biggins XL Mondo Kit from Googan. Open it up and see what's in it. I have heard about this box. I have not seen an unboxing or anything like that. All right, here we go. So, first thing out is the Granded Banger. Just your regular square bill lip or crankbait. Square bill crankbait, extra large from Googan Squat. I don't have one of those yet. Bandito box, 3.3 inches, perfect for trailing. I like them Texas rig and for trails and the chatterbaits. All right, moving on. Black Frog. Everybody's seen this frog before. This is the Recon. I used the Recon for the first time today, actually. Earlier today I was fishing and I was using the red and yellow one. I didn't have any luck, probably because of the color in just where I live is pretty cold. But the action on it, it was pretty amazing. Probably one of the best lipless, or not lipless, but lipped crankbaits that I ever used. This action was tremendous. I mean, it was moving side to side. You can feel the tension, almost kind of like almost like a lipless crankbait or that chatterbait vibration. That's kind of like how it feels, except it's heavier, right? Heavy drag. And then it just flies through. Like usually when you go to pick it up, you think it's gonna come out at a certain spot and it comes way closer to you. So it really glides really well and it really goes in deep. They don't count it as a deep diver. I think they call it medium diver because it's 8 to 12 feet, but it's pretty good. It gets down there. You can feel the rocks. Really good lure. A couple of jigs. What kind of jigs are this? The finesse jigs, and flipping jigs. So one flipping jig, 2 finesse jigs. Flipping, for like the heavier brush. Finesse more for like with a smaller presentation, smaller maybe even setup, just to try to get those fish that are not really biting too much. They're probably pressure because they're in the same pond or a small lake. So finesse works in that type of scenario over everything. And then they had a junior scout. I've been wanting to try this scout just because a couple of the guys that I follow on YouTube, they've been hitting it with the scout. And I have never had one of this, but I use the Rapella, very similar product, or Rapella, or even like the Walmart brand or like the off brands. They work pretty good, but I did want to try the googan one. And then a very small mini clutch, which is their lipless crankbait. The mini clutch is like the smaller one. We'll give it a try, especially now. Some people seem to think that with the cold weather, only tiny little lures work. And then we got a mini tiny fanny pack. Lately, I've been using a fanny pack as my tackle box. It's probably about 5 times, 10 times the size of this. A lot bigger, but this will work. I mean, for, I don't know. I'll give it a try. So this is one of the last boxes, and then the rest of the lures are things that I actually pick like one at a time. But this is another box that came in as a bundle or as a mystery box. Karls Tackle Shop mystery mega box or something like that. So let's give it a try. Again, a lot of googan stuff because they are partners, I believe. So let's start with the green frog, filthy frog, just regular green. We got just a regular banger, normal size, lipped square bill crankbait. Then we have the clutch, which is their lipless crankbait. This color is probably one of the best colors for that specific type of lure. It works very well on the springtime when there's a lot of crawfish, February, March. Really good. This color works well with that rattle. So that rattle, a lot of people don't realize, but that rattle underwater sounds kind of like the kick that the tail, the lobster, not lobster, but like the shrimp, and also the crawfish have when they swim backwards and they do that little kick with their tail. It sounds like that underwater. So that's why this is good. And then you can even see some of the scales on the crawfish will have. Kind of like that shrimp color, the shrimp texture to it. That's why they paint them like this red with that thing. So that's where the red comes from as far as like on the spring lures or this type of lures. So even though it looks like a fish, it's really trying to look and sound like a crawfish. Then they have the heavier casting jig, just a swim jig. Some hammer hooks, heavy duty hooks for probably some Texas rig, but I don't know. They seem super thick. We'll give them a try. And then we have another lipless crankbait, another clutch in the sexy shot color. I don't know what they call it. All right, and then we have a popper from Googan Spot. I have never caught a fish with this. I have thrown it a bunch of times, so I kind of given up on this, but we'll give them a try. Spinnerbait, little chartreuse white spinnerbait. Headband, gator neck, and Neko. And then a regular Scout. I really like this one. I'm really happy about this one. I haven't used this specific color, but I like this color. I haven't used this specific brand. I really like this lure, especially for cold weather. I think this is probably one of the best ones. And I've been wanting to try their Googan Spot. We'll give it a try. And last but not least, a little Googan sticker. All right, so let's move on to the other items. So all this stuff that we've seen so far, this is stuff that came out of combos or kits or bundles, right? So this stuff, although I'm pretty happy with most of it, actually with everything, because the only thing that I probably don't, really the only thing I probably won't be using is this hooks, just because they're so thick. I don't usually do Texas rig with that big of a hook. Other than that, everything I'm definitely gonna try. I'm definitely gonna use this spinner bait. I probably wouldn't have gone for this color, this type of blade. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with everything else I got. Especially, definitely one of my favorites right here, the Scout and the Recon. These are probably my two. Super happy about those two. My top two out of this pack. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way and make space for the big box. So we have a bunch of soft plastics, right? Chatterbait season, jig season coming. So we need some tails, we need some trailers. We have the Jodo Worm. Jodo Worm, we got it in this blue, dark blue, light blue color. We got it on green and white, and we got it on June ball, just your regular black and blue. You can use some Texas rig, you can use some drop shot, you can use some weightless, shaky head, and then I'm probably gonna be using them with either a chatterbait or a regular jig as a trailer. But yeah, I wanna try this. I haven't tried this brand, nor this design. I used everything else, right? Like worms, all types of crawls and stuff, bugs, creatures, whatever you want to call them. Depending on the brand, they have different names. I have even used some type of saucy swimmers. Googan calls them. They call this the Exo Swim, paddle tails, whatever you want to call this. I've used that. I use all kinds of creatures like this, but I have not used this specific. Kind of like a fish turns into a worm with the little tiny tail. The action on this is supposed to be really good. I'm excited. I can't wait to try this one. So I got 3 of those. I actually like, again, everything else it was picked individually. Everything else was combos. So we got some Jodo worms. And then we have the paddle tails. I thought I had more of this. I guess it's only one. All right, so one of them with the green and white from Bio. And then we have a couple of creatures, right? We have these ones with the smaller profile, a little bigger profile, kind of like your typical creature or whatever, bug, bandito bug. We have them on 3 different designs. They have minor differences, but they got kind of like the medium profile, the super thin profile, and then the larger profile in 3 different colors. Your June bug with purple, more like a, I don't know what color is that. Like a brown purple, with blue flakes, purple, light purple with blue flakes, white, and then we have this smaller creatures from the other company from 10,000 Fish, the Tsukashi bug, which is just like a little, very small profile, finesse, kind of like a TR. It reminds me of like the TRD, the turd from Seaman, or like the finesse from Kingfish, the finesse box or whatever. Even I think googan's got something like that. It's actually right here, the cracking crawl, the smaller finesse net rig type of. I couldn't think of net rig, so I was just quiet for a second. But these are really good. I really like this color. Usually I get the striking, but these are really good. And then some bio worms that have like this exaggerated, what are they called? Like rivets, exaggerated. It's supposed to give you more action. That type of profile is really good for a wacky worm. You can put the whites in the tip and it will have crazy action. Crazy action. All right, and then we have a couple of, actually, let me show you guys this. So we got a scale, a digital scale. I have another scale, but I haven't really used it because I haven't caught anything lately. It's been pretty cold out here. I need to go back to Texas. But this works, right? This works really good, up to 55 pounds, and it comes with its own. All right, so this was 20 bucks. It was on sale about $12. You get the scale and you get the pliers. Pretty good. Couldn't pass on that. Real quick, I got two 12-pound lines, fluoro. So both of them are for main lines, and then you got the googan squat, and then the Jusuri, and then down to business. My favorite bait of all times, the chatterbaits or bladed jigs. Nowadays, everybody's making them. We have two of the originals, white and chartreuse. White. We got two blue ones during the last shipment, which was part of the same order. We finally got the second box, and we got two more. We also got the jackhammer finally. Is that what it's called? Yeah, jackhammer. Finally, again, it's supposed to, this is like the premium chatterbait out of all. This is about 20 bucks. I got it for probably $10 maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure, but it was definitely cheaper than the normal price. I don't think I would have paid the 20 bucks that they were asking for, because I do lose them pretty often. And then I have 3 Googan Squad clickbaits, which is their version of the bladed jigs, chatterbaits. They have that the little balls right here, the little BBs, and the metal goes through, then it's connected to the line, and it has some type of like that spinner bait hardware. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it or not. I bought three different colors. We'll give them a try. And I love chatterbait, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like them. And then all these companies that do like minor adjustments to either the way they connect right here or how it attaches to the blade, I'm liking those improvements, those upgrades, I guess, if you would. I mean, of course, you gotta give chatterbait some props for coming up with the first one, right? And then Seaman, of course, from buying it, they bought it from chatterbait. So Seaman, they saw it coming, they went and got it, right? With chatterbait, whoever designed the original one, we'll give them props. Best lure ever. And then, of course, once you have an initial good product, anyone can work on it and make it even better and better. And then there's the actual, I went fishing today and I tried the Strike King's bladed ring. I think it's called Rage Blade or something like that. But it's basically their version of it. The only difference is their weight is actually attached to the blade, and it makes it vibrate really good. It starts vibrating right away, I really like it. I like strike, like, you know, everybody likes all these new companies and stuff, but striking has never done me wrong. Their red eye shot, probably one of the best ones. Their soft plastics, as far as like their boss, their crawl rage or rage crawls, rage tails, all those, they're really good. So yeah. Anyways, that was my little I like all brands rant. But yeah, a couple of stickers from googan, a couple of stickers. I think there was a sticker from Catchco. But thank you, cyber friends. Thank you for watching another channel, and have yourself a great fishing day. See you later. Whoa, done, son.